Think you know South African football? Think again. Here are 20 things you never knew about South Africa's football players. Let's start with a young gun who's making waves. The Orlando Pirates wonder kid, Relebohile Mofokeng. Now, we all see this boy play and we think,
yo, this talent is too much.
The dribbling, the vision, he plays like he's been in the PSL for 10 years. And guess what? The champions, the money machines, Mamelodi Sundowns, they saw it too. They came knocking with a big fat contract, the kind of contract that can make your whole family move to a new house in a lifty suburb, you understand? But what did Mofokeng do? He said,
no, how?
He looked at the yellow jersey and said,
not today, my friend.
He chose to stay with the Sea Robbers. Why? Some say it's loyalty, some say the Pirates offer was just that good. But my inside source, my guy who knows a guy who washes the kids, told me Mofokeng said,
I haven't finished beating Sundowns yet, so why will I join them?
Icon, the confidence, this one is special, people. Think at number 19, the man of the moment, the one who broke Kaizer Chiefs' hearts, Thembinkosi Lodge. Nyoso, the artist when he's on the pitch, he's painting pictures with the right full of heels. But off the pitch, oh, he's still an artist, a fashion artist. This man loves fashion more than he loves a payday. We're not talking about buying a nice t-shirt at the mall, no. We're talking designer labels, limited edition sneakers that cost more than my car, I mean my taxi fare. Outfits so fresh they need to be kept in a fridge. I heard a story, and this might be true, it might not too, that after he scored that famous goal against Chiefs, he didn't go to a nightclub. He went straight to a designer store in Sandton and bought a jacket to match the feeling. The man who has a wardrobe bigger than the Paris trophy cabinet, and that says something. He doesn't just score goals, he scores style points, a true Buccaneer fashion and a white at current fashionista too. At number 18, a man with more talent than a reality show host drama, Sipho Mbule, the master chef. At Sundowns, we saw flashes of brilliance, but there were also stories, rumors, whispers in the night. They said this boy loved to party. He loved the nightlife more than a moth loves a bright light. He was the king of the dance floor, the DJ's favorite customer. He knew the closing time of every club in Pretoria and Johannesburg. But then, this season, he moved to Orlando Pirates and something happened. It's like a switch flipped. My sources told me he has been stone cold sober since he signed. No parties, no nonsense, just football and focus. It's like the ghost of Pirates past visited him and said, my boy, if you miss a pass, we will haunt you forever. It's worked. He's playing like a man possessed. Maybe the real treasure wasn't the trophy, but the sober lifestyle he found along the way. It's a pity Orlando Pirates signed a sponsorship deal with Amstel Lager. Now that's where the real test will begin for the master chef. Number 17, the Brazilian sensation who brought the samba to Sundowns, Lucas Ribeiro. This man came from Brazil and immediately started cooking in the PSL. Goals, skills, flair, we love to see it. But did you know this man has a past that is, how do I say it, spicy? Yes, before he was scoring goals for Sundowns, Lucas Ribeiro was in jail. How? Jail, you may ask. Now, before you panic, it wasn't anything serious like robbery, no. The story goes that back in Brazil, he was involved in a big argument over a football game. A futsal game, it got heated, voices were raised, and let's just say the police were called. He spent the night in a Brazilian jail cell reflecting on his life choices, and you know what? It worked. He came out and decided to focus only on football, so the next time you see him skin a defender, remember, that man has seen walls scarier than that defender's face. Number 16, the legend, the king, the man who defines loyalty, Themba Zwane, Mshishi. What a player, what a career. We all know he has been at Sundowns forever. But did you know he is officially the longest serving player in the entire PSL? And for Bafana, that's not just a career, that's a lifetime achievement award. He's been playing professionally for so long. He remembers when the Soweto derby was played with the leather ball. I did some math, people. When Mshishi started his career, the biggest song on the radio was by TKZ, and we're all doing the Kwaito bounce. He has seen coaches come and go. He has seen teammates retire and their children become ball boys. He is not just a player, he is a monument, a national treasure. They should build a statue of him next to the Sundowns Stadium, but it will dribble past you. At number 15, the man with biceps bigger than my future prospects, Mbegazeli. Have you seen this man? Yo, when he takes a throw in, it looks like he's about to throw the whole opposing team into the stands. For the longest time, we all wondered, how does a footballer get muscles like that? Is he eating engine parts for breakfast? Well, wonder no more, the secret is out. Before he was a football star, Mbegazeli was a rugby player. Yes, a rugby loose forward. That's why he's built like a bucky. He used to scrum with giants and tackle freight trains. Football is a holiday for him. I heard that when he goes to the gym, the weight looks at him and gets scared. They have to hide. No wonder defenders bounce off him. They are not trying to tackle a footballer. They are trying to tackle a Springbok in disguise. Number 14, the tricky winger with feet faster than load shedding schedule changes, Patrick Maswanganyi. Tito, this boy is magic on the ball. The way he dribbles is like he's dancing. And you know what? That's exactly where he got it from. He didn't learn his skills on the dusty township field. Oh no, he gained his inspiration from Squama Samataliana. For those who don't know, that's the famous Kaizer footballer, Tsepo Matete. That's right, Tito used to watch that man with his quick, sharp, fancy footwork and he thought,
I can do that with football too.
His stepovers aren't stepovers, they are dance moves. His shimmies are from the Marabi style. He's not beating a defender, he's inviting him to a dance off and the defender always loses. It's not football, it's cultural expression with the ball. Number 13, the youngest of them all, the boy from the hood, Fundo Vilakazi. Oh, Pepper 2, look at this young man, the future of Kaizer Chiefs. But before he was doing skills at Naturena, he had two other lovers. Number 1, rapping. Yes, he used to spit bars like he now spits defenders. He had a little crew, they made songs in the garage. I haven't heard his music, but I bet it was all about dreaming of being a star. And now he's living it. And his second love, spinning cars. Yo, this one loved the Kusheshe culture. He loved watching cars spin and do donuts. I heard he even tried to do a stopover with his mother's Toyota Tez. Thankfully for Kaizer Chiefs fans, he decided to spin footballs instead of cars. It's much cheaper on the tires and the coach doesn't get a heart attack.
Yeah, this one is the real death.
Number 12, the man who scored the goal that made the world stand up, Shabalala. During the 2010 World Cup, in the opening game against Mexico, the ball comes to him and the rest was history. The whole country exploded. Vuvuzelas went into overdrive. It was the most beautiful moment in South African football history. But here's the best part. Shaba is still getting paid for that goal. Every single month, money goes into his account because of that one kick. It's from sponsorships, from image rights, from royalties. Every time that goal is shown on TV, that goal is his pension plan. It's his side hustle that never ends. He probably gets a statement every month. Salary 0.00, goal against Mexico 50k. What an investment. One moment of brilliance that pays for a lifetime of prize. A legendary behavior. At number 11, a former player who we all remember for his skill, Josta Dladla. Josta, the man with the tricky feet and the bright smile, he was a hero for Kaizer Chiefs, and for many of us, he was so good from the penalty spot. So calm, so collected, but here's a secret that will shock you. Are you ready? Josta Dladla has missed a penalty.
Ow.
I know, I couldn't believe it either. It's true. It was in a practice match behind closed doors. The pressure was off and he skied it. He kicked the ball so high it almost hit a passing airplane. The whole team fell on the ground laughing. Even the goalkeeper was crying from laughter. It just goes to show nobody's perfect, except maybe for Itumeleng Khune in his prime, but that's another story. Speaking of whom, number 10, the one and only Itumeleng Khune. Khune, the Spider-Man, the man with the distribution of a postman and the reflexes of a cat. How did he get so good? Well, the rumor is that while other goalkeepers were training with their coaches, Khune had a secret teacher, a ghost trainer, and not just any ghost, the ghost of the German wall himself, Manuel Neuer. Yes, the story goes that a young Khune used to study videos of Neuer every night. He was obsessed, and through a friend of a friend, he actually got to spend a weekend training secretly with Neuer in Germany. It was all hush-hush, no cameras, no journalists. Neuer taught him how to sweep, how to read the game, how to use his feet. So when Khune started playing like a sweeper keeper, it wasn't a fluke. It was a German masterclass. He was the original #Neuer challenge. At number 9, the current number 1 for Bafana Bafana, Ronwen Williams. Captain Fantastic, the man who saved 4 penalties and sent us to the AFCON semi-finals. What a hero, and he is paid like a hero. Did you know that Ronwen Williams is officially the highest paid goalkeeper in all of Africa? Yes, not just South Africa, the whole continent. The money he earns at Sundowns is so much. I heard his goalpost is made of solid gold. His gloves are stitched with a thread made from diamonds. When he makes a save, the sound you hear isn't the ball, it's the sound of money stacking up. And you know what? After that AFCON performance, he deserves every cent. He's not saving goals, he's saving our national pride and getting a nice bonus for it. Well done, son. At number 8, the Zimbabwean sniper who lit up the PSL in his golden era, Kama Piliad. Kama Piliad at his peak, he was unplayable. For Sundowns and Chiefs, he was magic, but his career has had some drama. And I'm not talking about injuries. Did you know that Kama Billiards was once kidnapped? It happened when he went back to Zimbabwe. Some bad guys knew he was a big star with money. They took him hoping for a big ransom. But the story goes that Kama, being the quick thinker he is, started talking to them about football. He convinced them he was just a normal guy. He even challenged the kidnappers to a game of street football. After a few hours of playing, the kidnappers felt so bad they actually let him go and apologized. They said, "Sorry sir, we didn't know you were so humble." Only Kama Billiards could get kidnapped and come out with new friends. Incredible. At number 7, the Black Prince of South African football, Jomo Sono, a living legend. Jomo Sono, the man who owns, manages and coaches Jomo Cosmos. But my friends, that is not even half the story. This man does everything. He is the head coach, the assistant coach, the fitness trainer, the kitman, the bus driver, the medical doctor, the water boy, and I'm pretty sure he is also the stadium gardener. If the ball is flat, Jomo pumps it. If a player is injured, Jomo runs onto the field with the magic spray. If a team bus has a flat tire, Jomo changes it. He is a one-man football association. I heard a rumor that he also sells peanuts and programs at halftime to make extra money for the team. That's not an owner. That's a superhero. The man is the heart, soul, and the entire body of Jomo Cosmos. Respect, bra Jomo. Number 6, the only South African with the biggest club trophy in the world, Penny McCarthy. Penny, our Penny, the man with a smile as big as his goal tally. Everyone knows he's our top scorer for Bafana. Everyone knows he played in Europe. But sometimes I think we forget how massive this achievement is. Penny McCarthy is the only South African footballer to ever win the UEFA Champions League trophy, the big-eared cup. He won it with Porto in 2004. Let me say it again. Only South African ever. That trophy is more exclusive than a wedding at the Mount Nelson Hotel. He has touched that trophy, he has kissed it, he has lifted it above his head. That means a piece of South Africa has won the Champions League. He is not just a legend, he is a historical fact. And now he's coaching at Manchester United, from the townships of Cape Town to the Theatre of Dreams. What a story. At number 5, the Aussie-based midfielder who got himself into hot water, Kieran Barkas. Kieran Barkas plays in Australia for Macarthur FC, and he was a solid player, but boy oh boy did he have a scary moment. It was alleged that some bad people, or Davila to be specific, approached him. They offered him a bribe, 113,000 rands, and all he had to do was get a yellow card in the game. Just one legal yellow card. Easy money, right? Yeah, you're right. Barkas didn't deny the rumors, but he claimed that the money Davila sent him after he won $200,000 after the game where he deliberately got a yellow card was for a car payment. And after the investigation, the feds found that same message where they were orchestrating the whole thing. The boy is in too deep off. Number 4, the Cape Town star with a past that's straight out of a movie, Oswin Apolis. Apolis is a rising star from the mother city, but the streets of Cape Town can be tough, eh? And growing up, Oswin was involved with some gangs, not the football kind, the real kind. It was the wrong path, a dangerous path, but football saved him. A local coach saw him playing on a dusty patch of land and saw the talent buried under all the trouble. He pulled him out, gave him a pair of boots and said,
"Your fight is on the pitch, not on the street."
And he listened. He turned his life around completely. And now, instead of running from the police, he's running past defenders. That's a real life victory, more powerful than any goal. Number 3, the man who shares a league with the GOAT, Mohau Kota. The Saudi Pro League is where all the money is now. Ronaldo, Benzema, Mane, all those guys. And right there among them is our very own South African Mohau Kota. And here's the coolest part. He has Cristiano Ronaldo's phone numbers. They are proper league mates now. I heard the story that when Kota first arrived, he was nervous. Then his phone beeps. It's a message.
"Hi, it's Cristiano. Welcome to the league. Let's train together sometime."
Can you imagine? Your phone rings and it's CR7. I will drop my phone in the sink. I heard they do hang out exclusively and Ronaldo gave him advice on his free kicks. So next time Kota scores, just know it might have been coached by the man himself. Talk about good connections. Number 2, the man with the boot-like traction engine, Katlego Mphela. When this man shot the ball, goalkeepers had to check if the net was still there. That goal against Spain in 2009, but why was he so good? Why was he shooting so accurate? Well, the secret is, he went to finishing school, and not just any finishing school, he had secret training sessions with FC Barcelona. Yes, it was during the off-season, he'd fly to Spain and train with their strikers, the likes of Eto'o, Henry and Messi. They taught him about placement, about power, about staying calm. He learned from the best in the world. So when he was scoring those long range rockets for Sundowns and Bafana, he wasn't just kicking it, he was using Barcelona level techniques. He was a La Masia graduate from Mabopane. Incredible. Now, the final player on the list, Bongani Zungu. Bongani Zungu, so much talent. He played in Portugal, France, and in South Africa for Bafana Bafana. He had the whole world at his feet, but then his career started to go down. Injuries, loss of form, and many people say the reason was women. They say he loved women more than he loved football. Now, I'm not saying it's true, but the rumors were everywhere. They say his phone was busier than a taxi rank during rush hour, that his social life was a full-time job, that he was managing his dating schedule instead of his fitness schedule. It's a classic tale, my friends. Talent is not enough. You need discipline. It's a sad story, but a warning to all young players. Love the game, not the drama. So, which of these facts shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments down below. Share this video and don't forget to watch the best football team in the world ultimate comparison. I'll see you there.